It has been a hell of a long time. Uh, so I've been gone for a minute, about 3 months exactly. Um, actually, 3 months and 3 days, I think. And it kind of coincides with a just general decision I had to kind of drop just about everything internet-wise. I left Video Shorts, the Discord, once and for all. Um, I basically unfollowed everyone on Twitter. I haven't streamed or made a video in months. Um, and it's not for anything bad, you know. It's like no one, like, I wasn't targeted or harassed by anybody like some of my friends are worried about. Nothing's really going on or really any different from the last half a year. Um, and that's kind of the main reason why I ended up disappearing. Um, And I've been talking about this for a while, since I uh, stopped teaching last May, um, and how everything's kind of been in flux since then. Um, but I just kind of keep referring to it piecemeal. I feel like I do it almost every stream, so I know it's like a bit of a broken record thing at this point. So I'm kind of making this portion to address it, and then I'm gonna cut it off. And leave it up on the YouTube channel for any future reference. So let me just let me bring this up here. I think it's image 2. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so I've talked about this at length for a while, but I've never really kind of made an illustration of it. It occurred to me tonight that I could definitely do that, and this just kind of like shows exactly what my situation is right now. Basically, I work 3 days for 12 hours a day on the weekends, and as you can see, I have like maybe 2 hours of time um, before I have to go to bed. So there's nothing I can really do on the weekends, and then during the weekdays, as you can see, the majority of my time is taking care of my kids during the day. Um, and then I have like 3 periods of maybe 5 hours. So I'm absolutely lucky, and I stay up way too late to actually do any kind of streaming or relaxation time or video editing or just, really anything. And this also includes like maybe my son is like refusing to fall asleep till 10, or maybe my wife wants to come out and hang out for a little bit before she goes to bed, So it's like this is not like a definitive I'm streaming for 5 hours for 3 days. As beneficial as that would be to have a regular schedule, that's just like that singular block of time I could ever possibly stream. Uh, and that really just demonstrates what I'm dealing with here. It's like I basically have no time, and that kind of like prompted my decision to kind of like just pull away from all of this. Because what eventually is going to happen would I would burn myself out by dedicating that little bit of time I did have um, to this singular thing, or allow it to encroach upon my time with my family, which I'm not willing to do. These are the precious moments I need to have set aside. Um, Sorry, getting distracted. Um, So that just kind of demonstrates what my current lifestyle is, and I'll show you exactly why I'm even bothering with any of this, because honestly, I was pretty content to I was pretty content to just like let things go, you know, and kind of end streaming and video making entirely. But I'll show you another thing I've got here, and I hope I'm gonna remove the correct image here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so here's the weird thing and why I haven't just given up entirely yet. It's for some reason, so we'll say January 19th. January 4th, I think, was the last time I streamed anything, but January 19th is when I finally, like, punched out everything for the last time and decided, okay, this is it, I'm done. I'm not going to bother with this anymore. Since then, I've somehow gained 9 subscribers. You can see it should have been 10, but, you know, some people wisely decided to, you know, not subscribe anymore, which is perfectly fine. I don't blame them at all, since I haven't made anything of quality lately. Yeah, that's an absurd amount since I crossed over the 50 subscriber thing, even if that, like, is that even a thing anymore? Like, that used to be like a big content creator milestone, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not taking any stock. I don't give a shit. But I just figure, you know, there are people who still want to watch this stuff, I guess. And by the way, if you are one of the new people, welcome. I am terribly sorry for the complete absence. Like, honestly, I was done with a capital D. And a lot of that, and a part of that is like why I'm pulling away, and like I was just, you know, 5 hours a night, generously, for 3 nights. That's like 15 hours total out of the whole week. Not a lot of time to get anything done, if you really think about it. And I wanted to kind of just use that time to relax, to like, I guess, try and enjoy just, you know, sitting down and playing a video game again. Like, I've kind of fallen into that point where, you know, like, I wasn't really enjoying everything I was doing. Like, it wasn't as, like, I wasn't miserable, you know. I had more fun doing some things than others, but like, you know, maybe playing 5 Castlevania games in a row was a little much, and I kind of burnt myself out there. But I think the big thing I'm trying to take away from this was, like, especially on Twitter, you have people who sit on Twitter and scroll on Twitter all day, looking for opportunities to say the right thing, to at a particular influencer or content creator or streamer, in the hopes that they will be able to, you know, like, bolster themselves or put themselves in a situation where they can finally begin to, like, rely on their own creativity, their own content, or own services as a form of income, you know, like, to kind of pull themselves up by the bootstraps. And like, it's a really corrosive mindset to get into, you know. Like, a lot of people, like, especially with like activism and just like every facet of having a social presence online now, has to become like this monetary, profit driven effort. And I didn't want that. You know, I certainly didn't want that to be what my channel was about. You know, I like to stream. It's the most fun when I have an audience, but like, apparently some people enjoy these videos enough that I've gotten 50 subscribers worth, I guess. So there's something to be said for that. What the hell is this thing? It's like a thermometer. Sorry, I'm just like fidgeting with my couch, and I pulled out a piece of plastic. It looks like a... Oh, I bet it's a piece of makeup thing. It's like you put like a file in it or something. Alright, sorry. It's a corrosive mindset to like, you have to grind, you have to work for it, you have to constantly do this and that and the other. It's like, I've got 15 hours of my week, my whole week, that I can either sit down and enjoy a little bit of my time, or desperately try and do the impossible and like get somewhere with whatever this shit is I have. And I decided, like, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm aiming for. It's not going to happen anytime soon. That's not going to happen, probably, period. Like, I've already been streaming 5 years. I've only now hit 50 subscribers. And that's still not a lot. My view counts are pretty good, but my, like, how long people watch, it's not very good. Like, I'm honestly 98% sure autoplay is most of the reason why people are on my videos anyway, and even then they'd probably just click off after a while. So what I'm getting at here is, like, I was done, and then I realized somehow I was still gaining people who want to watch something, so I figured, you know, I might as well just keep at it. And as for leaving, like, friends groups and all of that stuff, like video shorts, it's like, those guys have been doing a lot of really cool things for a very long time. Like, they would go to MagFest every year, and they would do real-life meetups, and they would, like, get together online and play games. And as a working adult with 2 kids, I have neither the time nor budget for any of that anymore, unfortunately. So I figured that, you know what, I could either just kind of be like this kind of phantom lurking in the depths of the chat, dreaming about one day that I could actually hang out with these people, or I could just like dip. You know, and that's what I ended up doing. I'm not like, if you're watching this from video shorts, I'm not angry with anybody. I'm not fucking pissed off. I'm not pulling like a you can't be my friend anymore, I don't want to hear from you ever again kind of thing. You know, it's like, not that shit. I kind of felt like I wasn't doing anything there, you know. So that's what happened with that, and that's probably all I need to say about it.